Hookah's been around for hundreds of years and dates back to the Persian Empire, but didn't reach the United States until around the 1970s and gained popularity in the 21st century. There are now tons of hookah lounges all over the United States, but it's a lot more convenient if you just have your own hookah and can pack it wherever you go. But there's a certain way in which you can do it, and this is how. Here is essentially everything you need to pack a hookah, minus a stove or burner, or a lighter if you're using instant coals. The first thing that you want to deal with is your instrument, your hookah. So every hookah has a certain amount of water that it needs, and I've already got the water in this, which is about midway up. It covers the stem just enough so that it has airflow through the hoses. So next you're going to want to pack the hookah bowl. This comes with the most problems because if you pack it too much, then you won't have the right circulation that you need through the hoses, so no smoke will go through there, and that's the whole point of smoking hookah. Another problem that can occur is if you overpack the bowl, then it'll stick to your foil and it'll burn and be harsh, and no one wants to smoke that. That's gross. Now you're going to want to pack your bowl with your premium hookah tobacco, and you want to pack it just right. Not too packed down, not too fluffed up. This is the messy part, which is why we have napkins. You want those close at hand. Just get like a couple pinchfuls and make sure it doesn't clump up. Just so that it reaches the top but doesn't go over it. Next, you're going to want to take your square of tin foil, which you can also use a screen, though this is more common, and you're going to snugly place it over your bowl. Make sure all the edges are down because you want the right suction. You don't want any airflow coming through the sides. Once it's snug, you're going to take a little sharp object like a tack and poke holes. I usually like to make a crisscross through mine first and then continue to do that with evenly spaced dots back and forth until the bowl is full. And then once you're done poking your holes, you just want to take it and make sure that that tin foil is popped back up, because you don't want it to touch your shisha underneath, because that causes burn and it'll make your smoke harsh. Now that your bowl's all packed, you're ready for your coals. There are coconut coals or there are instant light coals. Instant light coals, you just hold it with your tongs and take a match and light it. They're not as good for you and they're not as good for the bowl either, so that's why I use coconut coals, which require a stove or burner. So I'm gonna go put those on the stove right now. You wanna use a stove or a burner to light your coconut coals because they're not instant, and so they take a lot more heat than just a lighter. And you want them to go from this charcoal black to bright, bright red. Once it starts to get red enough on the bottom, you're going to want to flip it. And then your other coal. Got a little bit more time and then they're almost ready. Now that they're ready to go, you want to bring them over very carefully to your hookah. You don't want to cause any burns on your carpet or your floor. There you go. And now you can make anywhere your hookah lounge.